And I wanted to create this gentle yoga practice for us to experience how gentleness is so healing. The first guideline in the yoga practice is what is known as ahimsa. It is translated from the Sanskrit as being non-violence. And so it's the practice of loving kindness, of self-compassion, of self-acceptance, being gentle, being tender, loving, generous, patient, kind towards ourselves. And even if we feel low energy, even if we have a cold, a flu, or maybe the virus, we can be practicing a very gentle practice, and it's still so beneficial. So let's start on our back. Thank you all for being here today. We're going to place the feet on the mat, as wide as the mat, knees bent, arms along the ears if that feels good, and then a little bit of windshield wipers. And we can turn the head, if it feels good, opposite the legs. Listening to our inner body. Listening to the life force, the aliveness that is within the breath. Feet flat, knees together, one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, the elbows resting on the earth. We can sense the sunlight inside. We can sense the sunlight on the outside. So we can choose a mantra, a word, an image, a visualization. Maybe it is the word gentleness or tenderness. Mantra means a sound, an energy, a vibration, an image that protects the thinking. Man is the root word for mind. Tara is the goddess Tara, and it's the goddess of protection. So we can visualize, we can choose a vibration, a word that is healing and nurturing. For me, it is the vibration of a tender sunlight. And perhaps for you, it's a landscape that is nurturing, perhaps a sound. We're going to breathe through the nose if it's available, and making that breath even, where the in-breath and the out-breath has the same duration. Taking the hands behind the knees, hugging the legs, and we'll do circular motion. When you're ready, to the other direction. Long in-breath. Long out-breath. With a sense of ease. Coming into a bridge, heels underneath the knees, hands down towards the hips. Once the hips are up, neck, head is still. Neutral position for our neck here. Inhale, hips comfortably up in the air. And as we exhale, right hip lower, swing the hips to the left side. Inhale, bring those hips back up. Exhale, drop the left hip. Swing the hips a little to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, right hip lower. Swing the hips to the left. Inhale, up. Drop the left hip. Swing the hips to the right. Inhale, up. And repeating this way. What strengthens our immune system is to direct our attention towards something that opens the heart. So your word, for me, it is tenderness. Your vibration, for me, is to feel the sunlight. Taking the hips up, and as we exhale, hips on the mat, ankles up in the air, and circles maybe with the feet. Anything that feels good here, movement, stillness. Very nice. Hug the knees and then forehead towards the knees. Exhale. Take the legs and the arms up to the sky. Inhale. Spread the toes and the fingers. And as you exhale, hug the knees. Forehead perhaps towards the knees. Inhale. Spread legs and arms. Exhale, forehead towards the knees. So the further out with the arms and legs, the more challenging that is. Repeating this way. Maybe towards the ceiling, maybe a little further out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And 2 more breaths. Very nice. Just hug the right leg. Left foot at the bottom of the mat. We're inflating the lungs. And deflating the lungs. Open the right arm out to the side and twisting. The right hip is on top of the left here, if that's okay. Compassionate inner listening. We're creating a little longer in-breath and a little longer out-breath. So sama vritti from the Sanskrit, same fluctuation. The in-breath and the out-breath have same length. Onto our back, taking the right foot at the bottom of the mat, hugging the left leg. Full inhalation and complete exhalation. Open the left arm out to the side and twisting. Awareness on the inner sunshine. If we can perceive the aliveness that we are, this is so healing. Lots of tenderness here. Your word, your visualization. We're going to roll on the back and hug the knees. Take the ankles up in the air, hands down to the side, flex the feet and point the feet. So you can choose pointing or flexing the feet. Intuitively, spontaneously sense what naturally feels more beneficial to your inner body. Now as we exhale, lower the right leg towards the mat. The lower, the more challenging. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, bring it up. Left leg up. Exhale, right leg lowers. Inhale, up. Exhale, second side. Inhale, up. And repeating this way. So the muscles are hugging the bones. We'll do one more breath on each side. Very nice. Exhale, hug the knees. We can roll to the side or just roll up to a seated position, coming to hands and knees. Cat and cows with the knees underneath the hips. Exhale, gaze to the belly. Inhale, belly to the earth, opening front of the spine. Exhale, rounding. And repeating. Exhale, relaxing the head. Inhale, belly towards the earth. Very nice. We're going to come to a child's pose. Maybe arms are extended. The hips can be up in the air. It's really nice when the forehead can rest on something. Longer in breath. And longer out breath. Coming to your hands and knees. And then we're going to come onto the forearms with the elbows underneath the shoulders. And I'm going to demonstrate from behind this lower left leg at a diagonal position. And then we're bending the right leg, bring the right leg up. That's it. So hips towards the back wall. As we exhale, bring the knees together. We're going to do circles. Inhale, circular up. And then knees together. Inhale, circular motion with that right leg into that right hip socket. So the knees goes apart. Exhale together. This is a little bit of work. Let's go in the other direction. You can always make this very small. Motion is lotion. So movement lubricates the joints, release tension in all those internal tissues, from the nerves tissue all the way to connective tissues. Nice. And then knees, both knees on the mat. Puppy downward facing dog. Maybe a child's pose. And of course, option of the downward facing dog. Now coming to your hands and knees, inhale. As we exhale, belly to the mat, point the feet. Inhale, cobra. And as we exhale, options. Child's pose, puppy downward dog, maybe downward facing dog. Coming onto the knees and the forearms. And we could even relax the head, forehead on the hands. So now it's the right lower leg at a diagonal position. Take the left knee up. Bend the left leg. Move the hips towards the wall behind you. Exhale, knees together. Inhale, up. Exhale together. Inhale up. So circular motion. And then we can go in the other direction. Sensing what is going on in that joint region of the pelvis, lower back, with tenderness. Very good. Knees on the mat. Coming to your hands and knees and downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Knees on the mat, perhaps exhale all the way down. Shoulder blades away from the ears. Inhale, cobra or upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. And then we're coming all the way onto the belly. So here, right hand forward. The snake is checking if the tail is still there. Left hand can turn a little bit out to the side. Inhale, gazing back towards the left side. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, so that left shoulder further back. Exhale, 3 more breaths. Very nice. Hands next to the wrist. Inhale, cobra or upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take the feet as wide as the mat, and then here twisting the hips from side to side. Coming to a regular downward facing dog, feet hip width apart. We can bend the knees if there's more joy this way in the lower back. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale all the way onto the belly. So left hand forward, right hand turns here perhaps a little bit to the outside. Inhale, come up, right shoulder back. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, gazing back. Exhale, 2 more breaths. Listen to the inner body. Here, hands next to the ribs. Inhale, cobra or upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two long Ujjayi pranayama. So where the breath is a little longer than our everyday breath, even breath. And a little slight closure of the back of the throat. Coming onto the knees, exhale. And then right foot to the top of the mat. Torso up as we inhale. Lift the rib cage and the arms. And then we're twisting so the left hand can be to the outside of our front leg. Right arm to the back wall. Sense the movement of the breath. If the thinking becomes judgmental, it will happen for all of us naturally, maybe negative, then bring your attention to that word, that image that is healing to you. As we exhale, hands along the front foot, and downward dog or single leg downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, crocodile. It can be a baby crocodile. Inhale, our back bend. And as we exhale, our forward bend. Knees to the mat. Left foot top of the mat. Inhale. A little bit of lifting of that rib cage. Space along the lower back. Twist to that back wall to the left side. The right hand can be to the outside of our left leg. Left arm back. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Hands along the front foot. Single leg downward dog. Inhale, maybe downward facing dog. Exhale, coming forward. all the way down or hovering. Inhale, a back bend that feels yummy. And as we exhale, downward facing dog. Your way to bring the right foot to the inside of the right hand. It can be first on the knees and then the right foot down, top of the mat. Inhale, ribcage up. What we're going to do is take the right hand on the right hip or crossing behind the back so that the right shoulder drops. Left arm over the ear. So the right shoulder goes a little bit back. The left shoulder a little forward and up. And as we exhale, hands along the front foot, downward dog or single leg downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, come forward, crocodile or baby crocodile. Inhale, any back bending. Open the front of the body. Exhale, downward facing dog. So your way to bring the left foot to the inside of the left hand. And then back knee on the mat. Torso, arms up as we inhale. And then the left hand can be on the hip or crossing behind the back. And then the right arm up. The left shoulder goes a little bit back. Right shoulder forward and more into a back bend with also a little bit of twisting. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hands along our front foot. Single leg downward dog or downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, crocodile. Inhale, any back bending. Lift off the chin. Exhale, downward facing dog. Draw the hips back and relaxing the neck and the head. Inhale, plank pose. We're going to come all the way onto the belly. Hands ahead of us, coming into your Sphinx posture. So we're pressing the hands down, and if it's okay, lift a little bit towards the back bend. sense the movement of the breath as we inhale. Air flows into the lungs. And then with the exhale, the air flows out of the lungs. And release. Hands next to the ribs. Inhale, cobra. Maybe upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the left leg up. Inhale. And then left foot to the inside of our left hand. Pivot on the feet. Turn to the side, so we're in a straddle forward bend. Take both hands to the right foot. Option of bending the knees a little bit. Left hand stays down. If we feel strong, right arm up. Bend the right arm. Right hand towards the left side. Open the chest. Tenderness. Gentleness, feeling that sunlight, sun vibration, healing us. And then release, coming to that other side. 2 breaths with both hands next to the left foot. So we can make a fist position with the right hand, left arm up. Inhale. Bending the left arm. Relaxing here. Nice. Both hands to the mat. Letting go. So let's turn towards the top of the mat. Come to your plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, crocodile. Inhale, a back bend that feels yummy. Nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale, knees on the mat. So here, this is often referred to as the scale. As we lift the front of the body, left leg parallel to the mat, right arm parallel to the mat. Very attentive to how it feels around that left shoulder area. Make sure there's a sense of lifting and the muscles hugging the bones, the energy of the muscles in towards the bones. Nice. Hands and knees. And then come all the way onto the belly. Arms in a T shape. Gaze to the left side and then taking the left leg to cross behind the back so that the left foot is on the mat behind us. Keeping that left shoulder somewhat towards the mat, and we're on the outside of that right hip. Long inhalation, long exhalation, and then roll onto the belly, hands next to the ribs. Inhale, cobra or upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Knees on the mat. So here, right leg parallel to the mat, lift of the front of the body, muscles hugging the bones, and then left arm parallel to the earth. What is going on around that right shoulder area? Make sure it feels right. Breathing in. Breathing out. Directing our attention. Maybe it's the vibration of the sunlight that feels healing. And hands and knees onto the mat. Exhale all the way onto the belly, arms in a T shape. And then we're taking the right leg to cross behind us. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the inner body expand with the in-breath. And soften with the out-breath. Onto the belly. Exhale. Hands next to the ribs. Inhale. Your back bend. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take the right leg up. Bend the right knee. Few breaths here. It can be done in the puppy downward facing dog with the left shin and forearm on the mat. Take that right foot down and left leg up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. exhale. Left foot to the mat, walking to the top of the mat. We can bend the knees if there's more joy that way in the back. And here, option, perhaps holding each elbow with the opposite hand, and then we can move a little bit from side to side. Sense the space between the vertebrae and the joints. Space around the organs and the glands. Space between thoughts. Space in the skull around the different parts of the brain. So we're taking the hands to the mat. Your way to come to a seated position, it could be a little bit of squatting, maybe just stepping back onto the knees and coming to a seated position. Bending the right leg, left leg towards straight, inhale. So we're lifting the rib cage and then gently towards the left leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Coming to a seated position, shoulders over the hips, so we're taking that left hand towards the outer right upper leg. Inhale, rib cage up, and then gently right arm towards the left leg. Inhale, come up and release. Take the feet in front of you, hands underneath the shoulders. First, lift the torso and then gently hips up. Otherwise, a bridge. Press down, lift the hips, inhale. And as we exhale, sitting down, bending the left leg, right leg towards straight, inhale. And then gently fold over the right leg. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. The more present, the more joy. The more we are in our true nature of joy itself. Taking the shoulders over the hips, right hand towards the outer left leg. Inhale, lift the rib cage and then gently over towards the right leg with the left shoulder somewhat over the right. We can always bend the lower arm, creating a little support for the head. And of course, if it's a lot on that top shoulder, choosing a different arm variation. As we inhale, coming up, and then here rolling onto our back. Windshield wipers. Feet wide, arms towards the back wall. Taking the legs to the left side, and that left ankle can be on top of the outer upper right leg, or perhaps just left foot on the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Feel the vibration of the sunlight. It is on the inside. It is on the outside. And it's the same vibration on the inside and the outside. Hugging the knees, exhale. And second side, feet wide. For some of us, right foot on top of the outer, upper left leg. Coming back to the word, the sound, the image, or the vibration that opens your heart. Roll onto your back, hug the knees. Exhale. Open the legs wide. Inhale, we could cross right on top of the left upper thigh. Option, just legs together to the left side. We can soften the jaw. Root of the tongue. Sensing that which is open, receptive, spacious, free, right here, right now. Coming to the second side. Sensing the experience right here. Direct, immediate, raw connection with life itself. So we're going to sit up for Shavasana, covering perhaps ourselves with a blanket, making sure we're comfortable. Legs up the wall is a nice option for more energy. Opening palms to receive the sunlight. Tenderness, gentleness, right here. Gratitude for each of you. Gratitude for the sunlight, the life that we are. May all beings be free, be safe, be healthy. May all beings be joyful. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.